that really is like cutting edge, giving you the opportunity to own future technology. Samsung truly has done it again. Now this is their SmartCam. Now what's a SmartCam? Well, Joe's gonna walk you through the fact that this is a home monitoring system. This is a full HD opportunity to monitor your home from absolutely anywhere, to get text messages and emails and push notifications on your phone when there's movement detected, when there's somebody moving around or inside your home. This is a brand new model with upgraded features, improved night vision, two-way talk so that you can actually have a conversation with your kids or your pets when you see them moving around the home. This is their newest SmartCam home monitoring system, and today it's on sale. Even though it's new, just like we talked about with our today's special, Samsung is so thrilled to be partnered with HSN. They do things you can't get anywhere else. A $200 premium home monitoring camera for $50 off the price, free shipping and handling, and flex for $1 a day. If you want to monitor your home from absolutely anywhere, is this not a phenomenal brand to trust with that task? And today you get it at a great sale price. Joe, I'm so thrilled we got the SmartCam back. And Samsung's done some major upgrades, haven't they?
Absolutely. This is by far the best optics I've ever seen out of any SmartCam. And the thing is, it gives you access wherever you are. You could be down the street or across the country. You can see exactly what's going on. Oops, exactly what's going on in your home. And by the way, you can have multiple cameras that are connected here. So I've got 5 cameras that are connected to my house, and I just downloaded the app, and what happens is my Samsung camera that's sitting at home, it's gonna pull up that feed. Now I'm able to see exactly what's going on. Even though I'm 30 miles away from my house, I've got that type of connection, I've got that type of ability, all because it makes it mobile by having it directly on your cell phone.
And you show it on a Samsung phone, but it could be an Apple phone, you can do it directly on a computer if you wanna keep the feed up at work. This is one of the only cameras that does that. And don't you love how discreet this is? If you need a nanny cam, if you need a teenager cam, if you need I wanna make sure the dog or cat is not on the sofa cam, this is one of the best models we have ever brought in. Now, this is a US launch. This is the first chance to see this anywhere in the country. Because of it, we have 1,000. This is the only planned airing for the innovation event. This is the only available quantity that we have. If you trust this brand, if you're looking for home monitoring that's instant, that's immediate, that you can act on because you can have two-way conversations with it, this is a great opportunity to take Samsung technology home.
And I love what Samsung does is it makes it affordable for everybody. We want to have that home security. You hear about it all the time in the ads, but then you see the ads are like $30, $40 a month just to monitor your home. Well, Samsung is doing the monitoring for you. And notice how crystal clear this camera is. This is a live shot of my house, which is 30 miles away from where I am right now. I don't have to worry about what's going on. I can see what's going on. And I don't even have to be monitoring it, because if somebody happens to walk in the room, if somebody happens to break that glass, because there's a burglary every 18 seconds in the United States, all I do is I get that notification directly to my phone. It doesn't matter where I am.
Like a text message, like it pops up right away, right?
Right, text message. I can get email, or I can get those little push notifications, and it's all being driven right here through the phone. But the extra bonus that you're getting right here is you get a little micro SD card. As soon as you insert a little micro SD card, now every single clip, every single time somebody walks through the camera, it's gonna pick it up, it's gonna record it, and it's gonna keep it. I also love that this, the way they developed this eye, it's called a fish eye lens. And it actually can handle up to 130 degrees of the room. So I could be virtually on the side of this and still picking up exactly what's going on. They've even designed this so you can flip it around, you can mount it on the wall. It's very easy to put in multiple positions. The only thing you need to do when you get this at home, you just install the app, you download it on your Android phone or your Apple device, and then you connect this to your Wi-Fi in your house, and that's it. Now, anywhere that you have an outlet, a power outlet in your house, you can now place your brand new Samsung SmartCam, and it's gonna record and see exactly what's going on. It really makes it easy to be able to keep that security that you're looking for with no monthly fees when you pick up something as easy as this.
You know what I was so gratified about with the previous models? I mean, they've improved the optics, they've improved the night vision, they've improved the wide angle of it all. But what I was so gratified about with the previous model, because you and I actually launched the last model of this, and the reviews, because I know a lot of this kind of stuff, you're like, I like the idea of it, but my goodness, I'm gonna have to call my son, I'm gonna have to call my next door neighbor, I don't wanna set this up. The reviews all said this was so easy. This was one of the easiest setups I have ever had to do. I plugged it in, I downloaded a free app, and it walked me through the 3-4 steps, and I was done. If you have Wi-Fi, you can monitor your home. You can have two-way conversations with the kids, spouses, grandkids when they come in. You can have two-way conversations with your dogs and your cats if you want. You can tell them to get off the sofa, even though you've had that conversation with them 100 times and they just never listen. You can actually talk to whoever is there, and you're getting a system that's got the two-way talk built in, that's motion activated, that sends you notifications when things happen. I mean, gone are the days of spending thousands of dollars a year on monitoring contracts. And quite frankly, those monitoring contracts, they're not cameras. No. They're just alarms.
Right.
They don't do what this does.
And most of them have just a door sensor and then a window sensor, and that's it. We're including all of that because now, if anybody happens to go through the door, through the window, walk across the room, your SmartCam is going to pick it up. And your SmartCam is going to let you know because it has that motion detection. Whether it's the pet, whether it's a neighbor, whether it's a burglar, it sees it all and it sees it in high definition. And then are able to pick that up and see it right on your phone, right on your tablet. There's that notification that sends you, so you don't have to monitor if you don't want to. It does all the monitoring for you. I love that it's going to protect you even when you're not there. And all you have to do is have access to a mobile device. As soon as you set this up, then you go about your day. You could be at the kids' soccer game. You could be on a vacation. You could be just at work. And every time something happens, it's going to pick it up and it's going to send you that instant notification directly to your device.
Well, I mean, even if you have like a home office that's separate from the house and you want to set it up there, or you own a small business and you need to have a monitoring system for your office, this is a really affordable, inexpensive way to always be connected to it. You know, I love the idea of maybe a teacher. Put this up at the teacher's desk, point it back at the kids. There will be no argument about who cheated on that test or who passed that note to who, and it's inconspicuous. Maybe this is a baby monitor. You know, my producer Allison and I, we both need baby monitors at home, and we both have Samsungs. I mean, we both use this brand at home, and what's great about this model, and I didn't know about it when I bought mine, is mine is a baby monitor. I mean, it's this little tiny screen, it works for a baby, and when my babies are not babies anymore, it's gonna go bye-bye. You could install this as a baby monitor, and as the kids get older, then it becomes more about what you need for your entire home versus buying just kind of like a single-use, one-off product. And this is expandable too, right, Joe? I mean, you can put as many of these as you want throughout your home and sync them all through the same app, through the same device. So if there's different rooms in the house that you want to have them, or at the entranceway to your home and at the back side of the house, if you have an apartment building and you want to point one out towards the balcony, it's really can be built from the ground up for you. And today, you know, if you're somebody who's in the market for more than one, today's the day to do it. I mean, you're getting full $50 off plus free shipping and plus flex. If you're in the least bit curious or in need of a product like this, spend $1 a day. No contract, no subscription, no monthly anything. Get it home, see how easy it is to set up and run with it. See how it is for you in your home. See what those push notifications look like and what comes up on your screen, and if it makes you feel safer and more protected with your home and your second home and your office and wherever else it is that you need to monitor. This is great technology at a phenomenal price, and Samsung's newest model today. You are getting a US launch airing to get complete and total surveillance of your most prized possession and most important place. Right, Joe?
Oh, you're exactly right. And I love the fact that this can also allow you to access it from your computer. It's the only SmartCam I've ever offered that gives you that ability. So here I can log into my system so I can have that window up at work so I can see exactly what's going on in my house. But then I wanted to connect it to our television we have here. And this really really plays on how great the optics are, because this is the best quality camera I've ever offered here at HSN. It's 1080p. And a lot of times you see a device, you see the image on your phone, and the image looks good. But then you blow it up, and then it's so grainy. This is picture perfect clarity. So even though I blew up this image to a 65-inch TV, I can still see the detail on my couch and the detail on my painting. I can still see if somebody was walking through that front door. Leave it to Samsung to bring you some of the best features we've had. And like we were talking about, we had a previous version, but now we made it better for you. We're giving you the better optics. We're giving it night vision too. So even if the light was turned off, I can see crystal clear up to 30 feet away. And it's all because these are advanced features that we've had. This is the brand new launch of this. And if you are looking for true home security, Brett, it doesn't get any easier when you pick up a device from Samsung.
So today is your day to do it. You know, we're so excited about this innovation event because we have power-packed it with launch products you've never seen anywhere else, brand new offers for you, and we're doing sale prices on all of it. So if there's something that you've wanted to upgrade to, if you are holiday shopping, if you are trying to innovate and upgrade and change what's in your home to be set for the future, this is the right place at the right time for you. Our innovation event is power-packed with the newest, the latest, and the greatest, and all at the best prices we will ever be able to offer to you. So if this is something of interest to you, if you are like my producer Allison, who wants to check in on the babysitters and what they're doing at any and every given moment, this is how you do it. Maybe it's checking in on the dog or the cat sitter. Maybe it's checking in on the service person who claims they came to the house. Maybe you want to be able to let people in when you're not there, but actually see what they're doing. It is a small model so that it is inconspicuous, but man, oh man, is it loaded with some incredible high-end technology.
Yeah, not on 1080p. It's also has a motion sensor too. It's voice activated, so it's going to pick up the audio, and then if somebody's in front of the camera, even have two-way talk. But I also love that you can customize those fields. So right now, I can actually set my own little individual zones. So if I want to put a zone over the front door, I can put a zone right there. If I want to put a zone over where the cat sleeps, I can put a zone right there. I can move these zones around, so I'm not going to get a bunch of false hits where every single day I end up getting 30, 40 messages saying there's motion. I can actually customize it exactly where it needs to be. And that's the thing about Samsung. They're making it easy for you. I can resize it, I can move it around, and I'm done with it. I can clear everything out, and then I can end up using the entire room. But the thing is, I'm doing this from my mobile device. And even though I'm connected on my phone, every single time somebody walks in that field of motion, then my wife also gets the ping too. So multiple people can be connected at the same time. And I'm just using an Android phone, but you can use it on an iPhone, you can use it on an Android phone. The app is free, or you can use it through your computer. And the simple thing about it is, it's peace of mind and security. Because there's a burglary in the United States every 18 seconds. And there are so many of us that want to get an alarm system. But what happens with that is you have to pay somebody to come out to the house to do a professional installation. That's going to cost you a couple $100s. And then you have to pay that monthly fee. And a lot of times you see the ads where they say it's as low as $1 a day, but they're 365 days in the year. You're spending hundreds of dollars a year for somebody to monitor.
Not to mention, it's a 3-year contract.
Exactly.
You try to get out of those things. I swear, they have got some killer demons running those companies that keep you in those contracts. You can't. What if you're a renter? You really want to spend the money on the installation money and commit to 3 years when you may not even be in that apartment in a year, and then they want to charge you a huge fee to cancel or force you to take it with you to the next rental? This is just simple and easy. It is no commitment. It is phenomenal technology. It is really an eye on your home or an eye on your office in a way that none of those contract offers even have. All they are is alarming the outside, the perimeter of your home. If you're somebody that wants to check what the babysitter is doing with your children, if you're somebody that needs to yell at your dog to get off the sofa, you can do that. I mean, there's two-way talk built in here. There's motion detection built in here. There's zone creation here. There's automatic notifications here. There's more features in this bit of equipment than I think most people even think comes in home monitoring packages that have 17 pieces and a ton of setup. This one is easy setup and a ton of connectivity for you to take advantage of.
And I love once you install the app, and I've done it to my Android phone, you can do it to your iPhone. As soon as you install the app, now you just place this wherever you want to, because it's going to end up syncing up, and it's going to take this device and it's going to wirelessly connect this to your router. So even though here I am at HSN 30 miles away, I can see exactly what's going on. But then once I go ahead and install the app, there's a cable that's going to come out of here. You just plug it into the wall. And then once you've had it installed, now if you need to protect the front of the house, you can move it there. If you want to take it to the back where the kids are playing, you can move it there. If you want to put it to the garage door, you can do it there. You're now mobile because there's no wires you have to plug in. There's no holes you have to drill in the wall. You just basically plug this in wherever you have power in your house, and now you have 1080p recording. Now you have motion sensor. Now you have the two-way talk because it has a microphone and a speaker that's built inside. You can even, with the stand, you can mount this to a wall and hang this up if you choose.